Hey everybody, it's Armida, and it is the 25th of April, and this month is almost over. Meet and greets getting closer and closer by the day. Excited, can't wait. So anyways, I went to my gastric bypass doctor. I think my appointment was it was Friday, and we drove to San Antonio and spent the night because it's a 3 hour drive, and my appointment was at 10, but they wanted me there an hour or two early to do blood work because here at my base that we're stationed at, they don't do all the blood work. So, and they had changed, they had moved. They were in Wilford Hall in San Antonio, and they moved to a place. It's still in San Antonio, but it's called SAMC. San Antonio Medical Center. That place was humongous, y'all. Humongous. Oh my God. Anyways, I go and they take the 20 valves of blood, and we go up to my appointment, and the doctor calls me in, and he walks in, and he was like, oh, they weighed me first, and I was 120.5. So he walks in, and he goes, well, you don't look like a gastric bypass patient. And I was like, well, should have seen me 2 years ago, because I never see the same doctor. I have not seen my surgeon since the day of surgery. They have so many doctors there. You see different ones all the time. So anyways, I asked him a few questions because Rosemary had called me, and I told her I was going to the doctor. I was leaving, and so she had asked a few questions. So I went ahead and asked them, and one of them was, does your pouch stretch? And so I asked him. At first, he kind of, was kind of beating around the bush a little bit, but yeah, he told me, yes, your pouch definitely does stretch. And I asked him if you could do anything to shrink your pouch back. He said no. He said there's nothing you could do besides surgery, and they won't do the surgery again because he said it's too risky. But he said, yes, your pouch can stretch, and the only thing to do when your pouch stretches besides surgery is go back to basics and get your brain basically right, because you won't shrink your pouch back, but you could train your brain to still eat a cup. If you could survive off a cup, this is what he told me, if you could survive off a cup of food for 2, 3 years, 4 years, and you end up stretching your stomach back, back out, or your pouch out, you should be able to go back to eating a cup of food. It's a mental thing. He was like, it's just a mental thing. Just get your head together, and, and you'll be okay. He said, if I do happen to stretch it, but he didn't think that my stomach was stretched at all or anything, because I'm still eating. I eat a cup, sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more. But he said my blood work came out fine. Everything except for my potassium came out high, which I don't know what the hell that means. But, and I also asked him about calorie intake. How many calories should I take intake, now that I'm 2 years out. I'll be 2 years out in about 4 days. He said 800 to 1,500 calories is what I should be taking in. And I also asked him about protein, my protein shakes. I told him I still drink my protein shakes. And he was like, look, Armida, everything you are doing, keep doing it because it is working for you. And I said, yeah, but some people don't, I watch videos and some people don't drink protein no more. And they, and he was like, whatever you're doing, keep doing because it's right for you. He said, you look great. You have no problems. You haven't had no issues. He said, keep taking the vitamins you're taking. Just keep doing whatever you're doing. It's working. So that's what I plan on doing. He said my weight was perfect, that if I gained 10 pounds, that's okay because that still only put me at 130, and he said, and if I gain it with the right food. Don't eat sweets, if it comes and I'm eating healthy, it's okay. But if the weight comes on because I'm eating junk, then there's a problem. But he was really, really nice. I can't remember. I think that was all the questions I asked him. I was going to ask him, why do people gain weight? But he basically had said, if you take more than 1,500, if you take in 2,000 calories, 2,500 calories, let's say, you're probably going to gain some weight back. And you're going to stretch your stomach out. So I didn't ask him that, but because he kind of mentioned, about the calorie intake. So, but other than that, let me tell you. When I went to Wilford Hall, they said they don't do plastic surgery there. So now that they went to SAMC, and I saw on the top where I was sitting, and it said surgeries and slash plastics. And this hospital is a military hospital. And my husband said, well, maybe it's for, because we saw a lot of people, a lot of men, young men, y'all, with no legs. They just came back from the war. One had one leg, one had no legs. I mean, this man couldn't have been no more than 25. Women with no arm. I mean, it was terrible to see. It really makes me grateful for the things that these guys are doing for us over there. I mean, they're losing their limbs and their lives for us. Anyways, my sister said, well, maybe it's for, legs and stuff. And I said, no, that would be prosthesis. That's his plastics. So he said, well, ask the doctor. Well, I didn't ask the doctor, but I came out. I was talking to my husband what the doctor said. And I don't have to go back for 2 years, too, by the way. And so I went to the nurse at the reception, right there, the reception desk. And I said, I noticed your sign says plastics. Do you guys do plastic surgery? She said, yes. So I said, are gastric bypass patients like tummy tucks? And she said, yes. All you got to do is get a referral from your primary doctor. I was like, okay, I'll be back. So now, y'all, I know I had always said I would not do plastics because of the pain, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about getting the lower tummy tuck. And if my doctor sends me up there with a referral, I'm going to probably get it done if they okay it. I don't know. I could change my mind, but right now, my husband was like, look, you've always wanted it. You've always wanted a flat tummy. It's been years. If you could handle reconstruction surgery, you could handle that. So wish me luck because I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm kind of scared already, but they do it. Military TRICARE pays for it, so why not? I'll just have to see what she says. My doctor's kind of wishy-washy, but I'll see. I'll have to maybe tell a few fibs, but I don't know. We'll see. Wish me luck. I'll let y'all know because my appointment is next week. I finally get to go next week to see if I have a leak in my implant. And it's been, a damn month, and I finally get to find out. That might have an impact, too, on if she would allow me, give me the referral if they have to do me a new implant. I might not be able to do reconstruction. A tummy tuck to maybe next year or something. So I'll have to see because if I have a leak in my implant, that comes first. I also went to the eye doctor, and they said that my right eye is bleeding in 3 different areas on the side of the retina. And they sent me to a specialist, and he said, yes, it is bleeding, but he don't know. He said, did you hit your head or did you do this? Well, no, I think I remember if I whacked my head. So I got to go back next month because he couldn't see a tear, but he don't know if the tear is where the bleeding is coming from. And he also said that I was pre-glaucoma. Great. The only thing good about having glaucoma is I could probably smoke a little weed and not get in trouble. No, I'm joking. Let me see. What else? So anyways, I go back for that in a month. So, matter of fact, I better check and make sure. No, it's after I come back from Vegas. I remember telling them. So, he told me that if I start seeing gnats or a curtain come over my eye or flashes of light to go back in immediately, and that means there is a tear. So, anyways, girl, I'm so used to talking to people. May is going to be busy. I got May the meet greet. I'm so excited. I am so ready. I think I bought way too much clothes to wear. But June, me and my husband are going to Virginia. They're sending him to school, and they are going to pay for his airline ticket, his motel room, and the car. So all I have to do is pay for my my airline ticket, and they also pay for his food. And I could eat off his plate and be okay. So he told me, he said, well, let's go up to Virginia. And his family's from Baltimore, so we could visit his family. And I have a few friends in Virginia that I'm going to try to visit. So I'm excited about that. And then June, I'm giving my granddaughter, her baby shower. And then July, birthdays, and my daughter's birthday, and then my granddaughter's due in July. So I'm excited. I can't wait for the baby to get here. I can't wait to see him. I'm going to spoil him rotten, y'all. And I'm attached to those little boys, because there's only 2 little boys, 2 little grandsons I have. This will be my first great-grandson. Oh, hell yeah. He's about to get spoiled. And I'm going to buy him all the noisy toys and send it back home. It's the way to do it. So anyways, that is it. I just want to let y'all know my news. And I think 4 days or 3 days. I can always forget with my surgery was on the 28th or the 29th. So, but I'm so excited. My 2-year surgery. I made it. I've maintained my weight for a good year. The doctor was super excited. He said I looked great. No problems, no issues. And I go back in 2 years. So, unless I go back for my plastics. So, anyways, wish me luck. I'll let y'all know next week what they say. Okay, guys. Peace out. Have a good week.